guys, Holding Ass with you here, bringing you Eden Zero manga review, chapter 19, titled A Talent for Thinking. This was a very good chapter. It was more of a setup / build-up chapter and introduction, but it was very good. It begins off with Lucy, being in that spaceship full of girls that got kidnapped. They are B-Cubers, by the way, and they talking amongst each other, and they like, what's going on, what happened, this and that. And one of the B-Cubers there was a little girl, and she starts crying, saying, I want to go home. And one of the guys came in and was like, shut up, I'm going to hurt you. And then Rebecca, being, Rebecca, she steps up to him and she's like, leave him alone, and leave her alone. I make sure she stopped crying. And she was giving him this mean, nasty look, and the guy didn't like it. He was like, I can control those brains that are tying you down. And he takes out his little iPad thing and he presses a button, and she got shocked on the floor. And he mocks her, saying, haha, now suffer. And it becomes funny because she makes this cute face and she says out loud, I wonder how much reviews I can get on BCube if I act cute while doing this. And everyone's facial expression was like, what? It was just hilarious. But then Jin stepped in and he took away the controller. It was like, stop hurting the merchandise. It was also stated to Jin, and by Jin to the others of the group that he's in, that are mercenaries that kidnapped all the B-Cubers, that he told them that I couldn't catch the main one they wanted, which was Lavella, Christy, aka Wendy's half in this one. He couldn't catch it, he failed. Some gravity kid stepped in the way. And that alerted Rebecca to, Shiki, of course. Since he's the only one so far that the whole universe, especially Shiki, Rebecca, knows that only Shiki can use that so far. So, and then she started talking to the B-Cubers, saying, you're all brilliant people. If we put our minds together, we should be able to find a way to escape. And then there was this other B-Cuber that said, you're all crazy if you think we're going to escape. There's no escaping from planet, I think, Galat, which that's the planet they're going to, which is known as a very dangerous planet. There's like no law or security in that planet, so anything goes, basically. But Rebecca was trying to get all the girls, faithed up and create a good plan. And we have this one funny panel where it shows, as you see in one of the pictures in my thumbnails, it shows like some of the top 5 B-Cubers that are there in that room. I think there's more people besides those 5, but it shows those 5, and 3 of them are in the high thousands. The other 2 are in the millions. One has 1.2 million, the other one has 1.93 million. But then in the bottom we see the 6th person, which is Rebecca, and she only has 105 subs. And I was like, wow. I mean, supposedly she's been on a B-Cuber for a while, so for her to only have 105 is like kind of scary. But then at the same time, it's like we don't really know like how B-Cubers work. I mean, we know how YouTube works, so we have it, but we don't know how this dimension, how the B-Cube works. We know it's based off of YouTube, but we don't know how like the laws, or do you have to pay to upload a video, or like anything like that. So we can't judge her yet for that. But yeah, we had that common record moment. Then it shifts over to Shiki on the spaceship, and they have to go to this one planet to get fuel first, and real quick before they could head to that Galet planet where Rebecca was taken. And it was also stated by one of the sisters that her job is defense. She's the one who protects the ship and defends it. She has another sister that she's known as the Healer, and one that's known as the Helmet, and I can't remember what the last one was. Oh, the Heart. And supposedly she brought up this theory that Pino might be the one to replace the Heart or the Healer. So that was nice to know, because if the Healer is a chick known as Sister, which is with Gilead in that planet, the one who's kidnapping all these girls, if she is evil, then Shiki might have to kick her off his list of people he wanted to recruit and find someone to be a replacement. So, and why not Pino? We know she's super smart, that she was made by the Demon King. So, and she's already on the ship as a crew member, so. But we have to see how that turns out. And then, while they're discussing all this, we see Wise is coming in with that cute chick from last time, with the kimono and the long black hair. We get her introduction as well, as besides the other 5 YouTubers, BeeCubers. We get her introduction. Her name is Harama. Excuse me. Hamura, Hamura, and Wise comes in, and Shiki is like, Wise, why are you here? And who's she? And we find out that Wise brought her because he overheard her and her bad habit that when she thinks to herself, sometimes she says it out loud. And when she saw Shiki last chapter, remember she said Eden Zero. Well, Wise was right next to her, so he overheard that. And no one should know the name of the ship except the ones that were on the ship and told about it. So he was like, what do you know about it? And why do you know it? And she was like, I can't tell you, but can you get me on the ship? And long story short, she made a deal with Wise to do something for him if he can get her on the ship. So go Wise. We don't know what he has got, but he really got something cooking up his sleeve. He's like Sanji for One Piece. That's why I love Wise so much. Hopefully he doesn't get the same treatment as Sanji, but that's a whole nother story and debate. But basically brought her in, so now she has to do him a favor, which only God knows what that favor is. But Hamura, we found out that she has ether gear as well. Now we don't know what kind of ether gear she has, but she did show the symbol on her right arm when she showed it to Shiki. And the sister that was there was very shocked, and she said, is this ether gear? And then we got cut off from that conversation, and we went back to Planet Galette, where the girls just arrived, and they all chained in their throat and getting to walk down the aisle to an underground base. And when they go in there, they see this chick with ripped up clothes in the far desert, and she crashes right in front of them and dies, technically speaking. I think she's dead anyway, the way they drew it out, but she died, and the guy who zapped Rebecca earlier had his arm around her and putting her chain in her throat and saying, this is what happens for anyone who tries to escape. And that's when we get the ending chapter of the page, where it says, fear has just been injected into these girls now. So seeing that, it's literally impossible for you to escape unless someone from outside or someone from the inside actually helps you. But other than that, on your own, it's impossible. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how Shiki pulls this off. And I can't wait for next chapter, chapter 20. Shiki should be getting there, and can't wait to see what pops off. Can't wait to see how Hamura or her ether is. Wise, as we see in the thumbnail, he has that battle suit with a shotgun, so can't wait to see him. Can't wait to see his sister, because the sister, she's supposed to be a defense bot, so maybe she might fight like that one guy from Bleach with the burgers, the one who is similar to Otohime. Maybe that's how she fights. Can't wait to see that. Of course, can't wait to see our boy Shiki lay hands on people. But I just can't wait to see how this new sister that should be there, how she is. Hopefully we can get her on our side. Maybe she's broken, like I said before in my last review. Maybe she's broken and Shiki will be forced to try to fix her. And maybe this is how he gets the knowledge to actually fix robots. Even though that's the harsh job to fix robots on Eden Zero, but it won't hurt for someone else to know that as well. Especially someone as powerful as Shiki, who is the captain of the ship. It was given to him directly by Ezra Crimson, LC Crimson, which is the Ezra counterpart for this show. But also I can't really see Galurk. He looked like this overfat lazy guy, but can't wait to see if he could throw hands. Can't wait definitely for the number one thing I want to see is Shiki throw hands again with Jin. Them continuing their fight, since he did ask Shiki, if you want to continue this fight, come to Planet Galurk. So, and forgive me if I'm butchering the name. I forgot to write it down on my notes. I think it's Galurk or Galak, something like that. So, I'm probably butchering the name or saying it wrong, so forgive me for that. But this is all I have for you guys today. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get more. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.